This week, the more bizarre decisions seem to be in the area of ball-body contact and dangerous play. This is clearly a forced contact. There is no shot at the goal there, and there is no pass available in that direction. So there is no intent, and there is no advantage gained, and therefore there is no justification for the award of a penalty corner. There is clearly no intent here, and no advantage gained. The defenders simply stop the ball going off the back of the pitch. So there's no justification at all for the award of a penalty corner. This is just a failure of common sense. The ball that comes up off the goalkeeper is not dangerous. But the ball that is played by the attacker into the defender most certainly is. No penalty corner justified there. Two instances of illegal play by the attackers here. The ball is raised into the circle intentionally with a hit, which is illegal. And then the ball is recklessly and dangerously lifted into the defender. That the umpire should see that as a foul by the defender means he's not fit to umpire. I think I need to be charitable here and say that the umpire misinterpreted what happened. The attacker takes the ball, turns with it, drives into the circle, props and pushes the ball behind the defender, is tackled by a second defender and then pushes into that defender. And the umpire sees that as obstruction. This is a weird decision. From the shot, the ball is deflected upwards off the goalkeeper. There is no contesting for the ball. An attacker hits it downwards into a defender. The umpire signals for a penalty stroke. You could possibly say that that's play leading to dangerous play and award a penalty corner. But this ball wasn't stopped from going into the goal by the defender. There's no advantage from that point of view. There's dangerous play here for the attacker. The ball is not going into the goal and is deflected away over the baseline by the defender. In this instance, the defender quite properly puts his stick down to block the ball going towards the goal, and the attacker turns back towards the sideline but continues to move backwards. And trips over the stick that's been laid on the ground to intercept the ball. I don't see that as a foul by the defender. Here we have a defender coming out of the circle with the ball. And just as he turns to shield the ball from the attacker, the camera switches to a crowd scene. Another weird decision which I can only put down to the umpire misinterpreting the action. The ball is played inside to the attacker, pushes the ball backwards and then pushes into the back of the defender as if claiming to be obstructed. The defender hits the ball with his foot and the umpire penalises. Whether for foot contact or obstruction is not clear, but obstruction could not have occurred there. This intentionally lifted hit is not a dangerous action but an illegal one, and it should have been penalised. This attacker comes up with an unusual way to obstruct his opponent, but he does obstruct him. In contrast, we have this slow and lazy obstruction, but it is an obstruction. Here we have another example where the umpire either misinterprets the action or doesn't actually see what happened. With the luxury of slow motion replay, we can have a look at what happened. The ball is injected and a shot is taken towards the goal. The goalkeeper parries the shot, is collected by a defender who turns and pushes it accidentally into possession of another attacker. That attacker pushes the ball across the goal. The goalkeeper again parries it, and then the ball is contested for and comes into the possession of another attacker. That attacker takes a shot, which I think is dangerous play. It's almost at the neck height of the defender. The defender parries it and is penalised for putting the ball up in the air. The wrong player was penalised. And here we have an example of obstruction followed by third-party obstruction. There's the obstruction. There's the third party.